Hiya! Welcome back to some more Soundscape Survival. And, today, I was thinking that we should make a mob system. I haven't made a mob system in a long time, which is like a basic mob farm. It basically is like a dark room, and it has mobs that spawn in it, and somehow the mobs are captured and harvested for their items, not for XP. And, just having one of those running in the background can be really beneficial, especially if you need a lot of bone meal or a lot of gunpowder. And now we have rare drops, so that's gonna be excellente. But first, in the last episode, I made this this infinite village spawner, and I was worried that it wasn't gonna work, but it turned out that it worked really well, like really well, and really quickly too. So I came back here one day. The server was lagging. I came up these stairs, and there was 950 villagers everywhere. I don't even know how they got out at first, but then they started breeding out here and they just multiplied, and this was just like a pool of villagers. So I killed a lot of them with lava, and then if I see one that I don't like the deal of, like this one's kind of stupid, I'll just kill him. And then that's pretty much what I did to keep the population under control. That's a pretty good one. You're okay, man. So anyways, what we're going to do is I'm going to jump over to the creative world, and I'm going to show you guys what my plans are for this mob system. Alright, so this is in creative, single player world, super flat and everything. I just made this little template thingy-madooger. This thing is the mob system that I'm thinking about making. It's probably not going to be this big. I would like to be wide more than tall because I am in a weird spot underground. But all it does is it uses a lava blade. I haven't made one of these since like late alpha, early beta. It's nostalgia right there. But pretty much all this does is, yeah, you can see the mobs that spawn in here, and I'll show you how they spawn, will be pushed into this. They'll die in the lava. Items go in the hopper into these chests. And it's very wonderful. Sometimes we even get squids. So, yeah, ink sack farm. So I'm just going to show you guys how it works. Let me turn it to... Actually, no, I'm just going to let them burn. This is position 1. I am using World Edit, which is an excellent mod. 2, and bam. This is how it works. There we go. I have 3 floors of this, and here I'll turn it to peaceful because I'll turn it to peaceful, so I can go through this. The reason that I have these little pedestal things, and the half slabs are here to prevent spiders from spawning, because spiders can clog up the system because they can climb walls and they're wider than any other mob. So as long as there's not a space that's like like a 2x2 space, the spiders can't spawn. So I have like these little pedestal thingies in the way. When the mobs spawn, they'll spawn like here, and then they'll be confused, thinking that these trapdoors are actually blocks. So they'll start walking and they're like, oh no, it's not a block. And these canals are designed perfectly so that they will go straight to the center. It uses very little water, actually, just water here, 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 here. It doesn't use any water in the middle. And the only resource demanding part, of course, is going to be the blocks, which I'm probably just going to dig it out underground, so that doesn't really matter. The signs and the trapdoors. But it's not a lot of wood. It's about 2 stacks per floor. 2 stacks of logs per floor. So once they fall down the middle, these signs here and these signs on top of them block the water flow. There's probably a more efficient way to do that, but I thought it looked cool. So here's another floor. It's the same exact thing. They'll keep falling. And another floor. Oh my god. Wow, I didn't even... Okay, and they'll just fall down to here and be like, oh no, I can't do anything, and then they'll burn and they'll die. So that's how it works. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of here. Okay, so that's how it's gonna work. It works really well. This is also assuming that there are no other places where the mobs can spawn. There are no caverns in this world. And this is the only dark space. So I'm pretty sure that the area around my house is very, like, lighted very well. whenever I go through caves, I put down a lot of torches, and that keeps the mobs from spawning. I think the good way to know this if you're on your own world is if you see mobs spawning in the weirdest places, like if there's on top of my nether portal is a good one. I saw a creeper spawn up there. It's like, why would anything have a chance to spawn up there unless everything else is lit up? And that's like the only place that they can spawn. So that's a good way to know, a good indication. But you want to have everything lit up so no mobs can spawn around you. And then this is going to be working. There is a distance that you have to be away, and I'm not entirely sure what that is. If you're over 128 blocks away, they can despawn. But if you're too close, they won't spawn at all. So I don't know exactly what that limit is, but I'm sure that if you just have it in your house somewhere and you're not going to be super close to it and you're not going to be super far away from it, it's going to be working pretty much all the time, non-stop. And with the hoppers now, you can just set it up so it's all automatic and just check up on it every once in a while, make sure that nothing's blown up or anything. Yeah, so I'm going to start making this in my in the real world. It's probably so slow because I have all this light coming in. Yeah, that's why. All this light is coming in, just keeping them from spawning. So yeah, I'm just gonna go back to Soundscape, and I guess I'm gonna get everything together. Whew, all that wood, and try to make this. Alright, so we're back in survival in the Soundscape server, and I got a whole bunch of wood. I have a good bit of trapdoors. I already started on this, and I will show you what it looks like so far. The collection room is going to be down this way. I don't even know why I made this room so big. This is just access to the actual spawning area. And here's the first floor. It didn't take a whole lot of wood, actually. So I'm going to say that's... Oh god, I missed a spot. It's definitely the most demanding resource, wood. But the rest is easy. You just dig it out. And I mean, like, that's not hard. So I'm gonna go step by step and build. Oh, actually, I have another one below me. I'll show you that. Is there up? Well, there's another floor right here. Another one. And I don't think I missed any trapdoors in this one. Nope. I know it looks pretty ugly, but nobody's ever gonna see this besides like right now. So I'm gonna start making another floor step by step so you guys can follow along and get it down all easily. So the first step that you're gonna do is you're gonna dig 2 blocks down after you make this little sign contraption. Make sure that there's 2 blocks like right here, and then you dig out an 18 by 18 square. And then once you're done with that, as you can see, I have an 18 by 18 square. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in every direction. You just light it up, and then you build the canals in a pattern that's like this. You go to a corner and you move 3 over, and then you start building your 2 by 2 canal, 2 wide canal. Actually, not 2 by 2. That would be tiny. And you just dig this along the entire length of the thing. Add torches where you need to, because you don't want mobs spawning there while you're actually working on it. That would be bad. And you just keep going along like that, fixing your repairs. Alright, and then you just go do the same thing with every other corner. So you count 1, 2, 3, and you start building your canal system. And you just continue that all the way in this direction. It really helps if you have a nice pick. I'm using Oliver. He's Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4. That's a very standard pick. And yeah, you just keep doing that. 1, 2, 3, and then you start making this. Alright, and then after you're done with that, you make it just 2 blocks deep. So you do the same thing, you just go down another layer, and you do the same thing. Once you're done with that, it should look like this. Oh, let me light that up over there. Or not that up. Okay, oh, it should look like this. You got these little canal systems, they're 2 blocks deep. Then you have to find the center. So 1, 2, 3, and you start digging out the same thing here. But this is going to be 1 block deeper. So just keep going like this. And you're going to strike all the way through, pretty much just making a plus sign through this big block in the middle. So you have these 3 by 3 little spawning platforms. Right like that. Oh man, my inventory is full. But you got these, do it along this side too. Oh god! meant to do that. Actually, no, it should be deeper. That's what. It's not what she said. I'm sorry, I'm distracted by iron. And I need to pick it up too. I don't know what to get rid of. There we go. I'm probably no. I'll just get rid of cobble. Who needs cobble? I got plenty of it. If you ever have spaces like that, and because you mined ore, completely fill it up with cobble, or make sure that it's lit, because you don't want any extra mobs spawning in a place where they shouldn't be spawning. That will lessen the effectiveness of the overall mob system. Alright, so that's the next step. I'm sorry for all the ugly items on the ground. It should look like this afterwards. Then this is going to be the center, of course. It should be directly lined up with this up there. I didn't even realize that I did that. How I had like signs face this way and then this way. Looks kind of cool. And alright, once you do that, you're going to need to slab this place up. So you get your slabs ready. Cobblestone is probably the easiest. And you just slab it up. So you put a slab there, slab here, and then 2 slabs in the middle, and then slab there. Just do that pattern. Just make sure that there is never a space that is 2 by 2. So if you went like this, that would not work because a spider can spawn here. It's 1 2 1 2 or 1 2 1 2. You don't want that because then spiders can spawn. They'll clog up the system because they're a bunch of noobs. And then once you're done slabbing the whole place up, it should look a lot fancier. And then what you're gonna do is the long and arduous. I think that's how you spell it. Whatever. Arduous task of getting enough wood for all these trapdoors. And then you just simply line up these trapdoors on every edge that you want. You don't have to put them everywhere. The trapdoors, in fact, are optional, but they will speed up the process a lot more because it tricks a mob into thinking that it's up, so they can walk right across to another platform, but they're actually down, and by the time they realize that, they're just gonna fall anyway. So this is pretty much just an efficient modifier to any mob system. Just put trapdoors on the outside. And once we're done with that, then you just you take a drink break. And once you're done with that, then you just take a good bit of signs. You're gonna need 8. You dig this down. You just place signs like this, and this is gonna stop the water flow. And then you place signs. You aim for the top of the sign, and you place signs on top of them, and that's gonna stop the water flow completely, because water can't go through signs for whatever reason. And I like it, so don't change it. See? Yay! So the mobs will flow. And since you don't run into signs, they'll just fall in the hole. Just like. And that's going to be the whole. Oh god, I can't get the. Yeah. Okay. And then the last part is just to make the collection room. So, collection room. I could probably make this deeper if I wanted. This is only 3 levels, but I'm at Y16. It only takes. Oh, how much does it take for 1 floor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blocks high per floor. So I could definitely make more, but I'm just gonna leave some room for the collection room. And actually, should I make another floor? Nah, I'm just gonna make the collection room. You can always add more later if you want. I don't know what happened there. Okay, what is happening? What is this? What is this magic? I can't I jumped. Oh god, why did I do that? Why did I do that? That was dumb. Oh, what? I don't even know. Alright. And then once you're done making you're clearing out your little space. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Thank you very much. This is the space that I cleared out. I kind of overdid it. It doesn't need to be this big. You're going to take some glass and you just wall this off because you want to see all your pretty mobs as they, flow to their deaths, so you can cherish and laugh with your family and friends. I shouldn't have closed myself in. You need 2 water blocks, which I forgot to do. Alright, so the lava blade is going to be how we kill them, and I want to hook that up to a toggle. So I'm gonna go like, I'm gonna put a dispenser here. I'm gonna need to break this too, crap. And I'm gonna put a button on the back of it. And that's gonna toggle the dispenser. Then you just put a lava bucket inside. Do not toggle it yet. That would be stupid. You need signs. So you take the wood and you make it into some signs. Yeah, signs. And this is going to be blocking off the water flow there, and it has to be there too. So let me glass it up again. I'm wasting so much glass right here. Here, and then as well as nope, I need signs. Why did I do that? Here, and I need another one. So organized, me. Ugh. There. And that's going to make sure that the lava blade, when you push this, is just going to go straight like that. And the water that's over here will not touch it. It won't make stone. It won't react. I have it set to a toggle because we're going to be working on it some more. We need to actually make the system that's going to collect the items. So, we need a chest. Wow, it's like all perfectly dirt. I'm not even going to change that. We need a chest. A double chest would be better. So I'm going to make a double chest. Yay. Take the double chest and you put it where you want it. Yeah. And then you need to hook it up to some how am I going to do this with the hoppers? Okay. So this is going to go here, here, here. There we go. And then if we drop something in, I'm just going to test it. That should go through all the hoppers. And yay, it works. So that's working. That's all fine and dandy. We need to just set the water over here. I'm gonna make an infinite water source somewhere. Like right, I'm gonna make a temporary one. Right here. Temporary water source. Grab this one for a second. Yes, yes, yes. And I definitely recommend doing this if you're ever going down a vertical area, just to put those little blocks of water on the side. I have to make it symmetrical because I'm a loser when it comes to symmetricality. All right, I don't know why I have apples. Bucket here. It's gonna flood out a little bit, but I don't care. Another bucket. Fight the current. Fight the current. Another bucket over here, and that's it. That's what's gonna happen. Just turn this on. You replace the whatever you broke to get in there, and there, it's working. It's perfect. I'm gonna turn this off for now because we're gonna need to go through this system and to fix it all up. So, actually, should probably break this again. Okay, this is the fun part. All right, I kind of partially lied. This isn't really the fun part yet, but it's close. You're gonna go into your system and we're gonna place the water, and this is going to be the piece de la resistance. You only need 2 buckets for this. What you do is you put... I did not know that that happened. That's gonna be fun. Oh god, maybe you should put the trapdoors on after that. I don't know, just a suggestion. But anyways, I'm just gonna put it like that. Why? I don't understand. Never mind. And then you just take blocks and you just block this off. Oh no, crap! I forgot the most. I'm an idiot. Okay. Rewind that. Let's do that again. Place a block there. We're gonna place a block there. Then now it's an infinite water source, and you can take back both your buckets. And then you put the blocks there, and then you break them, and then it's working, and you have your buckets back. So do that to all of the allotted areas, and if you were a sucker like me and you put these doors down already, you're gonna have to reset them all as well. But in every one of these little crevices over here, you gotta do this filling part, and then do, oh crap, muffins, okay, like that. Oh, jeez, why is this not working? I could have this was working earlier. This was just working on... Block this off, block this off. What the hell? Why is it stopping right here? Oh, I see the problem. This is very important. You have to have these two blocks lodged off like that before you... I kept those in the lower parts. I don't know why I didn't keep them here. But those two blocks shouldn't be open if you want this to work properly. There we go. Oh god, this is annoying. I'm going to completely do this with the whole floor, and I'll be right back. So once you have your water in all those spaces, like this, and it should look like this, then you just break these blocks, and it should be a fully working system. Oh, except that, if that happens. Okay, so see, this just, it starts pushing down, and it should work perfectly. I don't want to fall, though. I want to go around to the rest of them. Fighting water currents is going to be a happy part of building this system. Go over here, break these, jump over that. I should probably just get in the middle, and then just, that would be much easier if I just stood up there, and then broke them all. And there you go. That's a completed floor with the water system. You just move down to the next one, or however many you have, and you just do the same thing again. Alright, now is the fun part. Once everything is watered up and should be working perfectly, you need to go in and you need to take out all the torches. And doing so, mobs will spawn, most likely. So, oh, I should have got dirt. I don't have a pick. I'm an idiot. Duh. Let me get some dirt from the walls. I highly recommend emptying your inventory of anything valuable that you might lose. That's why I don't have my pick with me, because I didn't really think I'd need it, but apparently I do. Cool thing is you can use these as bridges if you ever want to get across. Just be like, hey, I want to get over there to get this dirt. So I'm going to take some of this dirt and trade some cobble in for it. Okay, so now we go around and we take down all the torches. Torch. 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 Hey, it's TJ. Hey. I'm really scared right now. If a creeper explodes and I have to rebuild something, I'm not going to be in a happy mood. So if a creeper spawns, I'm going to try and get to the water as quick as possible. Alright, so this is all completely off right now. I'm going to cover this up. Why is it light over there? Shut up. Shut up, light. Okay. Moving down to the next floor. That was a close one. Using dirt, not cobble, because I'm not an idiot. Well, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. Take that back. Ah. Why do you do this? I don't. Why is that even a thing? I don't understand. Like, flowing water should not make trap doors go up. Logic doesn't hold up. Okay, torch. Torch. I'm pretty. I think we're actually safe because we're close enough to where mobs might spawn that they won't spawn. If you're within a certain amount, they won't spawn. But better safe than sorry, right? Better safe than sorry. Okay. Ah! That's why I use my sword when I do these things. I keep crouching and trying to right-click things. I'm still not used to that, and it's been out for a while. Because I don't want to fall. Okay. This is going pretty well. Yeah. This is going really well. I'm gonna jinx it. Okay. One more floor and then we're done. That's it. Then the mob thing should be working. Go ahead. Do your worst, trapdoors. Why are you still up? I really hope this works well. It would be excellent to have... Dang it. It would be excellent to have a source of gunpowder and bone meal for growing things fast. Even though it's stupid. Okay, that's it. That worked a lot better than I thought it would. Alright, so let me grab some glass from in there. And let's go like this. And it should be working. Let's turn it off. Yeah. It was working. Now mobs probably aren't going to spawn because I'm too close to it for like right now, but they will spawn later on when I'm within the appropriate range. So I'm going to go test that out and I'll be right back. Well, it's only been like 3 minutes and I already have a good bit. It's spawning every type of mob. Oh, there's some. Yeah, it seems to be working fine. They die in the lava bleed as planned, and their items go in here. Yay, 2 rotten flesh. So useful. I might later like sort these so I can like go like, hey, I want some gunpowder, I'll take it from this chest. But for right now, 1 chest is fine. Until it gets filled up, I'm not gonna see the necessity of doing that, but that would always be a possibility. If you check the E, if you press F3 and you go up to the E in the upper left hand corner where it says E, 10 out of 119, it'll show you how many are loaded. The first number before the slash is how many you're facing, and then the other number is the total number of entities loaded. So you can see right now that I'm too close, and there's pretty much no mobs in the mob system right now. There's 12, it said, and that could be my villagers and my maybe my cows, I don't know. So it's good to stay a good bit away from that kind of rhymed. It's good to stay a good bit away from your mob spawner while it's happening. You just don't want to be further than 128 blocks away, but you don't want to be within like I think it's 16. I'm not sure. You just can't be too close or else they won't spawn. So I'm just gonna like, while I'm working on other stuff around the house, I'm pretty sure that even from here, the opposite corner of my house, it is not 128. So that should be fine. They'll be spawning as I do anything around my house. You just want to keep that positioning in mind when you make yours. You don't want to make it so that you're always going to be super far away from it, or you're always going to be like right next to it, because it won't work. And you can hear some skellies down there. It's like directly below me right now, so I mean like that's how I'm going to test to see if it's working. You can hear the water flowing and then the mob sounds. So I heard a skelly, it's working. The most important step to the efficiency of your mob system, I'll be right back to you with that. Alright, this is the last and final step that should be an ongoing project for you. You need to build one of these contraption things. You need 2 glowstone. These are 2 sticky pistons attached to these 2 glowstone, and just wire running through it. You just stand in this little hole when you pull the lever, and you can pretty much just cheat and see through stuff. So like there's my mob spawner over there. You can see some skeletons in there. You can see all these caves around here. You can see every bit of darkness, like dark room that you haven't lit up. There's one down there. I think I've lit up pretty much everything around here. The slimes, they're so annoying because they spawn in any light and they still take up the mob count. So I might, the only way to like solve that is just a half slab everything. That's horrible. So yeah, you just make these little contraptions everywhere and move them around to where you see fit, and that will tell you where everything is. It will let you see where you need to light up, because the more caves you light up, if you don't know why, mobs can spawn in any area that's pretty much dark. Any dark area mobs can spawn in, and you want the only dark place the mobs can spawn in to be your mob spawner. So that means you got to take out all the other competition by destroying, or not destroying, but lighting up with torches thoroughly every dark cave that's in the vicinity. So yeah, that's gonna help. Let me just go this and this, and good as new. So that's gonna be it for this episode, I'm pretty sure. Think I have anything else to do? Thank you guys for watching. I'll get back to you sometime with an update on this. I'm probably gonna see if I can upgrade it somehow. I don't know if that's possible. Maybe I should start Oh god. How... Oh god. How do they spawn there? What? How do they spawn there? Oh, it's also nighttime right now. That could be a problem of why they aren't spawning so much. They spawn a lot better during the daytime. That's probably why. During the day, there's no dark spots above ground, of course, and that means that there's even less dark space for your mobs to spawn. So, it's always better. It's going to work a lot better during the day. Another alternative, and I don't really feel up to doing this, but this is always a possibility for you. You can make the exact same mob system, but way up in the sky. Above the, like I'd say 128. Above that, you just make this big cobble or dirt or whatever. It doesn't have to look pretty. Mob system up there. And then as long as you're up there and you're far enough off the ground, you don't need to light up any caves because you're out of the 128 range and you'll have constant power over the spawning area. So that's always a possibility. I just like having mine below ground because my house is below ground. Makes a lot more sense. I'm running out of storage. I might have to do that next. On the to-do list, we have a storage facility. We also have a sugarcane farm, which I'm probably going to try and hook up to a daytime sensor. And I also want to actually start building in this space that I cleared out up here. Build some kind of stone temple or of the sort. Maybe some kind of modern village for my villagers. So much to do, so much to do. So anyways, that's it for this time. Until next time.